Okay, hello everyone. My name is Simon. This is my first ever live chess stream. So we're gonna be playing on chess.com. We'll probably start by playing some 3 plus 2, maybe do a couple of 3 plus 0. We'll see how I feel on that day, and then yeah, just gonna go over the games. Maybe after, I believe it's beneficial for myself, and if somebody else watches this and can learn something, then great. So we'll see how I feel about this stream. I've never done this before, so leave your comments if you're watching. Let me know what was good, what is not good, how I'm doing, how I'm playing, how the quality of the video is, how the quality of the audio is, and then if the stream goes well, I might continue to do this, and if it goes completely terrible, I might never do this again. So we'll see. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I have a new account that I only have like 2 games on. It's called nightclub64_live. So my intention is to only play on this account when I'm going live. So let's see. I'm gonna start. So I'm currently, I believe it's like 1700 or something like that for my game. So let's see how it goes. So d4, first move, c5. My opponent plays c5. Let's play knight to f3. He takes, I'm going to take back. Okay, so he doesn't take. I'm going to probably play c4. This is like some sort of English variation, I believe. g6, let's play knight to c3. Okay, takes. Okay, bishop g7. I'll probably play e4 and turn this. This is some sort of like Sicilian type position. Knight c6, d6, turning into some sort of dragon Marazzi like position. Let's play castle short. d7. Should I play f4? Should I play h3 first, or queen to d2 first? Let's play f4. See how it goes. Okay, takes. I'm gonna take back as he plays e5. Okay, he doesn't play e5, so bishop c6. I'm gonna protect my pawn, so it has 2 attacks from black, has 2 defenses from me, so we're good on that. Let's see, what was my opponent going to do? He might play, e5 is hanging a pawn, I'm sorry. If I was him, I would probably play queen c7, something like rook c8, rook d8. So when my plan, I need to come up with a plan. You need to always play with some sort of plan for long term and short term. So I'll probably play something like queen to e2, move my rooks to d1, maybe c1, and then, or actually maybe e1 and d1, we'll see, and then maybe push the e-pawn at some point in the future. Okay, so knight to d7. Do I want to trade that bishop, or do I want to keep him? I feel like I should trade. Trade, and then I kind of want to play knight d5, but I kind of don't. Is it good for me or is it bad? Let's see. I think that's not bad. So, okay, if he takes, he doesn't take, so b5. b5. Do I want to check? Why not? Let's throw in a check in there. And then maybe rook to c1. Okay, if he takes, I'm gonna... Well, no, I can't really take. I have to take with queen because of bishop to b5. If I took with the rook, he could have played bishop to b5 with what's it called? Some sort of tactic. Takes. I'm gonna take with the queen. Okay, I think I'm slightly, only so slightly better. We'll see. Might lose a pawn. Well, actually, I don't think it's too. I can play rook to d2, but that kind of pins my rook. So do I play king h1 and here, and I just give up this pawn for the potentially going to the 7th rank? I think yes. I think that's a good idea. Let's see, if he takes, I'm gonna play rook c7, I think. If he takes that, I'm gonna play rook c7, then attack the e7 pawn. Maybe something else will come up. Okay, so my opponent's down to 24 seconds, 25 seconds. At this point, making some moves is just better to like get the pieces moving. Queen d3. Kind of like queen d2 to protect it. Okay, b3, and I'm not gonna let him take my rook. What if actually I probably shouldn't have traded. If we trade here to deal with, okay, so king to f8, and what I usually try to do is try to find some sort of tactic when my opponent is low on the clock. Just try to just create some sort of play in the position. Okay, h5, which we don't want to play e5, or maybe I'm gonna play. Kind of want to do something like this, but then this pawn is hanging. Let's play king h2 for now. Now I'm also down to the last 20 seconds. Let's play this. Speed up a little bit, play bishop e2, but okay, so he plays e5. e5 here. Attack on f7. Is my opponent going to lose on time? Nope, he's made the move with 0.6 seconds to go. How about we just push these guys? Push them. Push. b4? Cool. Kind of. I'm not sure about this. Oh, well, my opponent just flagged on time. I'm actually, looks like I was worse in that position for a little bit. Let's see how it was there. I feel like I didn't play really well in the end game. I shouldn't have trade over here, I feel like. Yeah, computer. Well, this is like a dead draw. Computer just giving zeros over here. But, yeah, at the same time, I should not have traded. Now the computer actually is giving a slight advantage to black. So, yeah, this was just like a dead draw. Was there potentially an option for me to do something, or no? What do you think? I'm also trying to figure out how to view the comments live, if there's anybody writing in the chat. Because every time I open the second tab, it turns off the first one. So, but this is my first time trying to stream, so I knew there was going to be some sort of technical issues. Maybe I should just open comments on my phone and just have OBS on my phone. Well, I'm gonna deal with that next time. So let's see. B4, was that a decent plan or no? Queen B6, that's good for black. So here my thinking was I could play A4, but then I did not like allowing black to activate their queen. So A4 is actually, well, it's third line. A4, Queen E3. Is that scary at all or no? It's just usually when there's a queen and knight, they can create some sort of attacking potential, but then my potential here is to push the pawns. So let's see. Computer obviously wants me to go back to Queen E2. What happens if I just continue pushing? Is that bad? Queen F4 with Queen G1. Actually, Queen H1 is significantly worse, and I don't really understand why. Okay, Queen G1. I mean, not Queen. King G1. What does computer suggest here? G5. I guess G5 and G4. That's the plan for black. So if I continue pushing, apparently I think I'm probably in trouble here. So let's see. Oh, this is black's move. So G5. Let's see. What if I push? G4. What if I just don't care? What happens? I guess I can take, and this is actually very, well, computer obviously thinks that it's completely winning at this point for black, but from a human standpoint, I feel like it's not that straightforward. Takes. So apparently at this point I'm supposed to give up my bishop. But what if I just move? If I move back, I think knight to e4, no? Yeah, knight to e4 is actually computer, it's the third line, but it's not the winning. G3, that's what it is, G3. G3 is winning for black. Well, I guess, yeah, that wasn't the best game, wasn't the cleanest one, so let's see. Let's see, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to have the comments at the same time as playing, but I'll send over the game request. So let's start by playing d4 this time. D4 c6. Do I want to go and play Caro-Kann? Sure, why not? Let's transition into Caro-Kann. Maybe bishop d3, castle, castle, h3, and trying to stop my opponent from playing bishop g4. Okay, so here I need to come up with some sort of positional play. Do I want to play c3 or do I want to play c4? I kind of like c4 a little bit better, in my opinion. So his plan is probably to play knight g6 and knight f4, I think. Rook to c8. Let's see. Do I want to play a3 and b4, or do I want to play b3? I kind of like the idea of a3 and b4. Okay, so here he wants to play queen d6. Queen d6, but that doesn't really... I feel like that doesn't really scare me. I have a knight on d7, protecting pretty much everything. So I'm gonna play knight rook to d1. Okay. d1. If he plays knight to f4, his pawn there is hanging. Okay, so now his idea is probably to play something like knight to h4 at some point. Maybe not right now. Maybe not right now. Okay, what if I just take this? H takes G. Okay. Well, at the moment, nothing is hanging for me. So that's good. But I don't really have a plan. Knight to rook. No, sorry, not rook. Bishop to c1. Yeah, so his plan. He does have a plan. So he's actually playing super fast. I don't really like my position. It's kind of like one of those complicated positions that you need to know what you're doing, and I don't really know what I'm doing. Queen to e4. If he takes on c4, I'm gonna capture an e8, trade the queen for 2 rooks. He does not allow me to do that. I'm gonna play back to d3, trades, some sort of trades. Okay, g4. I feel like I kind of have to capture. And then, is this scary or is it not very scary? I feel like it's not that scary. What I'm talking about is he takes here, queen goes to h2. That's just one check. Actually, that is... No, that's not bad. Check here. If he plays rook e8, I'm going to play bishop e3. His queen is hanging, so he should not forget about that. And okay, queen h4. So what he's trying to do is my pawn on d4 is hanging. So what if my king doesn't really have a safe spot at the moment, so I need to, I had to move my king away from the pin. And then I might be looking to playing something like g3, doing some trades, because I don't really like my position all that much, so I feel like trading here is a good idea. But I'm down to 32 seconds, so I need to be doing that quickly. Okay. What does he want to do? So I'm attacking the queen at the moment. I might even play, should I play rook h1? Kind of like this idea, rook h1. Don't see any tactics here though, so I'm gonna offer a trade. Offer a trade, and then if we trade here, I might bring my queen over to the h file. If he doesn't trade, well, he kind of has to. So if he, I mean, he has this move. Oh, this is a good move that I did not see. What about this? If he takes here, I take back with the pawn, pre-move this. Okay, 4 seconds on the clock for me. Let's see if I can play somewhat decent. Oh, already hanging a pawn here. Probably already lost. Yeah, rook e2. There's gonna be some sort of mate here. Running away. Oh, he just hung his queen. I wonder if that was a... And he resigned. I wonder if that was a mouse slip, or what was he trying to do? Well, the only way that was a mouse slip is if he was trying to, if he was trying to play queen to a2, which kind of doesn't really make sense. So I don't really know what he was trying to do, but a win is a win. Okay, let's see what I could have done better. So we transition into Caro-Kann. I don't really know this line yet. I think knight to f6 is the main line. I just kind of played on how I felt. Okay. So this is probably all some sort of theory. C4, yes, that's all okay. Bishop e3, that's all okay. I guess the first kind of like moment when I think it was an important decision was after knight to g6, somewhere here. Do I want to trade my bishop for that knight, or do I want to allow him to have some sort of opportunities later to play knight f4, maybe even knight to h4 if the queen was on this diagonal attacking this spot, and I don't really know. Okay, so computer absolutely hates this move. What did I miss? Oh, and bishop h3 is a good idea, so it's not winning though. Let's see, bishop h3. Well, computer obviously doesn't like taking back queen to h3, so what does it look like right now? Oh, I'm already over 2,000. Yay! Yay! Let's see. if I was not looking at the computer eval, I would probably play something like queen to e2, but computer does not like that because it's a mate and 4. Knight to h4. Oh yeah, well obviously I closed the escape route for my king here. So yeah, that's already bad. Okay, well, my opponent did not see that, so let's see how the game went. So this wasn't where I thought it was an important decision. It was to trade here, and computer did not approve. Computer thinks it's much better for black now. Bishop c1. I don't know, it just kind of felt like the right move, like the bishop was not in the right spot there, and that's actually second line by the computer. I'm curious if at the end, like somewhere here, yeah, this, because it looks kind of scary when you have like, whatever, like 30 seconds on the clock, but apparently that's pretty decent position, which I probably misplayed. Okay, I played g3 here, which feels like a natural move to me. Or did I play king? No, I played king to d2 first. Bishop c7, that's good. And then I played g3, queen h7. Okay, so here was another, in my opinion, important decision. I had two moves that I was thinking about. It was rook to h1 and bishop to h4. Bishop to h4, bishop to f4, I'm sorry. And computer approves rook to h1, gives me +1 on the eval. So queen to g6. And here I played bishop f4, which, now that I'm looking about it for a little bit longer, I don't really like, because the bishop here, even though it's not the most active piece, it's kind of like stopping this rook from any attack. It's adding to my pawn structure, like yeah, like I said, even though it's not really doing much, it's adding some pressure over here. So I probably should have just kept my bishop. So yeah, bishop f4 is not the best. Queen to f5 was an interesting decision. And here I probably just blundered. Yeah, rook to, well, I was down to 13 seconds, so rook to h5 takes. I have to take with the g-pawn. Queen d7. Yeah, and now, like I said, I traded the bishop that was holding this structure together, and now this pawn is weak. So, I mean, computer still thinks it's equal, but I probably need to play something like king to c3. King to c3. Protecting my my pawn on d4, and I might have some sort of opportunity for an attack on the h file, but yeah, computer thinks it's just that equal. I'm actually gonna, so I haven't figured out how to view the chat at the same time, so I'm gonna write from my phone, test comment, and see where I can see it. So I'm going to say test, and the chat is not loading for me for some reason. So. Okay, well, let's get back and play one more game. Let's send invite, play 3+2 again. Let's see. Okay. Let's play the Sicilian. My opponent plays a closed Sicilian. I actually never really liked playing against the closed Sicilians. I know it's not the main line for like most of the professionals, but I don't know, just never, and I'm sure there's a reason for it not being the main line. But it just kind of, I guess, probably just goes like against my playing style. Okay, knight g5. What does he want to do there? What does he want to do? Okay, so he wants me to play knight to f6 and then e5. And if I take, he takes back. I have to move the knight and then rook or even knight to f7. So, what can I do to stop that? I can just play h6. Send your horse back. Bye-bye. Okay, f5. What if I play g5? I think I might even go to castle long. I'm not sure. I think it might not be a bad idea. What if I just play something like queen to d7 and then probably castle long and push my pawns here and maybe go and play for the attack? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to castle. If he takes here, I'm going to take back with the bishop. My bishop is going on d4 square, potentially. After I push these guys for a little bit. Okay, knight d5. Interesting. I guess I can... Well, yeah, he's attacking. His idea is to play knight to b6. So I'm going to take, and then I'm going to push. Okay, c4. Do I want to play bishop here or no push? Well, I can probably kind of sacrifice. I can probably sacrifice that pawn actually, but I'm gonna start by playing bishop to e5 first. And then I'm gonna play, so he wants to play b4. But that doesn't really scare me that much, I think, at the moment. a3, so he's preparing that. If I can bring my queen over, that would be really good. That would actually be great. But I don't really see how I can do that at the moment. Okay, so b4, I'm gonna pretend like nothing is happening. Can take on h2. My queen is still out of the game, so what should I do? What about this and like attacking this pawn? I just like this pawn is stopping my queen from getting in the game, and I do not like that. So now I'm trying to capture this pawn, and still I might push h pawn soon. Okay, so what if I just, let's give this pawn up,
I don't really care that much. If he captures there, there's actually a nice tactic I can take here first. And, okay, so let's do this. Trade. I think I can just win a pawn. I think it wins a pawn. It might be missing something and some complications. The idea is if he takes back, then queen c7, a pin for the, I'm not a pin, a double attack, fork, if you wish, for the bishop and the king. Okay. He takes here first, which is probably a good move. I'm down to 4 seconds. Probably misplayed this position a little bit. Probably misplayed that. So he can just take on e7 right now. Play. Oh, very nice, very nice. We can take here, and then if I take, I missed this. I think I lose a piece. Yes, 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 yes. Lose a piece. Yep, that's bad. Okay, well. And I lose that pawn as well. So yeah, I'm down a piece and 2 pawns, and I'm down material and my position is lost. So pretty much can resign here. There's no really reason to play. But it's Blitz, so I might as well do a couple more moves. You never know, sometimes people mouse slip or hang their piece for no reason. Well, my opponent's playing pretty damn good here. My last hope, or not hope, last chance is to play g3. Promote. If he promotes, there's mate. Well, that was my last hope. That's it. After this, there's no hope. No hope for this game. Okay, let's just resign. There's no point. Resignation. Let's see if that tactic over there was good, or if it was a bad decision on my end. What I'm talking about. See, like I said, I played decent this time, but against the close Sicilian, I just couldn't find the right strategy, I guess. So knight g5, I did not like this move. I feel like it's a waste of time. So was g5 the correct move? Oh, not g5, h6? No. Computer just wants to ignore it, play b5. Well, actually makes sense. So what b5 does is, if white attacks on this side, like I'm going to attack on the other side, push the pawns here and gain some advantage there. Okay, well h6 is not too bad. Let's see, I also want to know if the idea to castle along was decent, or if that was a bad move in my end. Let's see. Yeah, computer actually, I would say that's the second line. Oh, now it's third line, second line, something like that. So that's not a bad decision. Takes playing. Yeah, this was a good move to capture this bishop. not the bishop, the knight. Let's see. I feel like there was probably something better here for me. Okay, so already rook to g8, computer does not like. Computer wants to do h4. Yeah, that was, I considered this move, but for some reason I thought that there was not enough compensation for a pawn. But apparently, yeah, there's good play there for me. And again, e6, yeah, so I mentioned a couple of times during the game that my queen is out of play, so e6, e6 kind of like breaks down the pawn structure in the middle here, and then allows black to later maybe get on this diagonal, put some pressure here, or maybe even if there's no pawn here after e6, maybe play something like queen to e7, queen to h4 or something, or even just queen e7 and then support the pawns there. That was probably the idea. Okay, h4 is not bad, b4, rook h5 is not bad. Apparently one of the best moves. Takes, install mostly first line. Bishop e3 is bad. So I take here. I took on f1, which is third line, but h3 was best. So okay, well, this is not a bad move. Takes. And then I thought that I saw some tactic. What I wanted to happen in this position was takes, queen c7, king h1, takes. And in this position here, I stopped my calculations, but I probably should have kept going because I did not see that this pawn is hanging. So let me open a different tab here. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna pull up a different tab here for a second. For some reason, Twitch is not even finding my live stream right now. Okay. Okay, so, well, either way, let's get back to the game. So after here, takes, queen to f7. Yeah, that's the best move. That's the best move for white. And after that, I'm pretty much lost. Queen is super strong here, attacking this pawn. Rook is supporting this attack on my king. So yeah, after this, and then this was the final blunder, I think. Probably could have... Well, actually, no, this was a bad... Why is this so bad? So, I thought that this whole time here I can do this. Oh, but then d6. And if I take, then takes here, and then this pawn is promoting. That's what I also missed. Okay, well, let's play a couple more. See how it goes. Back to 1925. That's a new account, so I have lots of fluctuations here. Should I take? Let's take. I feel like that was probably, I know, is that England Gambit? Never seen anybody play this. So what if I hold on to my pawn here? I feel like that's probably some valid gambit line. Over here is actually, if I take here, there's a nice tactic here, winning the queen. But we're not going to allow this. We're going to play e3. So he takes. I'm going to play bishop. Let's see. Do I want to play bishop d3, bishop b5, bishop c4? What do I want to do? Let's play bishop d3, be on the kind of on the more solid side. Castle, castle. And then probably knight to c3. So I'm up a pawn. This is an isolator. Well, right now it's just a weakness, but he could push this to d5, and it's going to be an isolator. And isolators can be bad. They can be good as well. So from my understanding, the less pieces you have on the board, the worse the isolator pawn is for your position. So if you're playing against the isolator, then you should trade pieces. But in this situation, I kind of want to, well, I do want to trade. But if I can get control over the d5 square, then this would be great. So if he takes here, I'm going to take back. Might even entertain the idea of like c4 and then bishop d5. If I can get to that position. Okay, so he takes here first. I'm going to take back with the queen. Takes here. Okay, so do I want to attack a cheap mate? I kind of do. Okay, f5. I feel like that's just creating more weaknesses for his position. And at the same time, I will be able to capture this pawn, I think. Wait. Ёб твою мать. Excuse me for my French. I think I just blundered a piece here. Let's see, bishop g5. Does that do something? Takes there, I take here, takes with this rook. I'm still down the piece. My queen is hanging, so I guess this is probably the best I can do here right now. Yeah, just hung a piece. And what I thought was a great position, I just hung a piece. Just hanging pieces left and right today. Now that one is hanging as well. Okay, let's play c4. I'm down a piece for 2 pawns, and this pawn is not the strongest, so I think I have some very, very slight chances. Some slight chances here for me. If my opponent gives me the favor back and hangs something, I don't know. Let's see. Also down to 20 seconds, so h3, just some prophylactics. Prophylactory move. Do I want to play g4 and just fucking send it? Let's see, if he moves his knight, I think I have, oh, he's attacking my queen now, so. So I'm down a piece, so I do not want to trade. Do not want to trade. Not one bit. What I want to do is create, well, I could have just taken on d6. Could have just taken here. Now this pawn is hanging, and then he has a solid attack on this square. Let's just, I don't know, do this. h4, h5 maybe. Take here. No, this is just lost at this point. I'm down a full piece now. Yep, I'm down a full piece. Check. Knight can take on h4, take. Okay. Oh, that's a good move. If I take, he takes back with the bishop. That's actually might be not so good. I could have taken here, then took here. Let's see. This is some sort of, what is going on? What is going on? What's going on is I mean, I had a lost position, but I just hung my queen. So let's see. Not very many chances for me here. Yep. He lets me have the queen for the rook, but completely lost. Let's see. Can we create some sort of stalemate position? No, we cannot. Bishop moves away, checkmate. Okay. feel like that wasn't like a very good move. That wasn't a very good game. There's a key moment, well, not a key moment, just a blunder. Like I had a completely winning position up to like this point, and I blundered the whole game in one move pretty much. So just completely not seeing this fork. What I should have done is, I don't know, h3, rook, d1, something. Over here, should I... Yeah, computer likes either taking with the queen or with the bishop. Both are good. Just looking at on Twitch. If you can leave a comment and tell me if the quality of the video and the audio is good, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, with that, let's just go and play a couple more here. I'm curious how many moves it takes, or not moves, how many games it takes to have a permanent rating, because right now it still fluctuates like freaking like 50 points per game, see here. But that's because I only have points per game, see here. But that's because I only have like 5 games in my account. This is actually an interesting variation because my opponent did not play d4, which in most cases you do for white. So what I'm thinking about, do I want to play e6 or do I want to play e5? What's a better spot for my pawn? Kind of like e5, I think. So h3. If I play here and there's some sort of tactics here, which might not be that good, but I just don't want to give my opponent the opportunity. I'm gonna play bishop f5, be on the safe side. Okay, g3. Let's play bishop d6, castle. I should really learn how to talk and play at the same time, because every time so far I've been running kind of lower on time, and I've watched other streamers and heard them do it and heard them talk about it. And yeah, I've heard that people say that it's not the easiest thing, that you're usually, well, you either play worse because you're focusing too much on talking and reading the chat, and this is my first stream, so I don't have any comments right now, which is kind of sad, but it allows me to focus more on the game. But yeah, at the same time, kind of like still need to play a little bit faster. Okay. So knight d4, I like that. Attacking the bishop, knight is in a great spot here. I feel like it's time to kick that queen away. Does that win a piece, or am I missing something? Like, if he moves back, I can just capture here, right? Oh, he can take with check. Okay. Can take with f pawn. I think I'm still winning the piece. Just gonna take there. That knight is still strong, but I feel like a piece is a piece. Okay, f4. Okay, that's good. But what about bishop h6? So I'm pinning this pawn. Okay. Maybe I should just take here with the... Yeah, if I take here with the bishop, I either win a pawn or he needs to take and then we trade. Or he can sack and exchange. That was actually a good decision. Well, I'm now up a rook, but he definitely has some sort of initiative over here. I feel like I'm still winning, probably by a wide margin. But I just need to create some accurate play here. Find ways not to blunder. I'm down to 20 seconds again. See, I either talk too much and then get low on time, or I talk too little and that's not good for the stream. So I will need to get better at that. Well, that was actually kind of like one of the reasons why I wanted to try streaming in the first place. I think I can improve and I can improve my kind of like, what's it called, like the oral skills. I can try to learn to talk better, improve my speech. I should say, like think and talk clearer, improve my talking skills. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to try this. And see, I'm hanging freaking rook when I'm focusing too much on talking, so it's going to be interesting. Okay, so I think, no, I'm still winning by a good margin, but I'm down to 7 seconds. I'm trying to talk at the same time, try and move pieces fast. Trying to play decent chess and talk on the stream. Ёб твою мать! See? Could have done pretty much anything here to like win. I don't know, queen d4. I mean, knight f1, queen b2. Like pretty much any move wins here, I think. Maybe something like this. If he takes, I trade. Like, I don't know, anything here wins. I'm not even gonna go over this. Okay, let's play maybe like 2 more games. already been streaming for how long? Hour and 5. Let's see if I can get decent play this time. Again, trying to develop at the beginning faster. Develop the pieces fast. And not hanging anything. Not hanging any pieces. Okay, so do I want to play b3 and fianchetto my bishop? Or do I want to play bishop f4? Or do I want to do both? I probably can do both. Put my rook here. And then maybe b3. So this bishop here is really strong. So, okay, b5. Forget about the bishop. Attacking here, which doesn't really do much at the moment. But he's also threatening b4. Kind of like to close this game here. I would like to play e4, but then b4 is really good. How about I play this move, protecting here and then preparing the e4 at the same time. Do I want to take with the knight? No, I probably want to take with the pawn because I think my knight is better than this knight. Okay, so let's come up with some sort of plan. e4 is good. h4 to kind of like create some space for my king. Or h4, you bring the rook to f1, support everything on the e file. What else can I do? Okay, knight to h5, attacking my bishop. I do not want to trade my bishop for that knight. So bishop to g5. That should be good. h6. If I play here, I think this is okay. f4, g6 is hanging in some lines. So if he plays f4, I might take there. And then at the end of that line, so f4 takes, I take on g6. And then this is hanging at the end of this line. Okay, g5 is probably obviously a better move for him, so all of the calculations were for no reason for me, but that's okay. Practicing a little bit. f4. If he takes, what do I want to take with? I probably wanted to take with bishop, but he didn't take. And now I'm going to continue with my plan, which was to play e4. That was my plan for like the last 10 moves or something. So I'm going to trade some pieces here. Take with this knight. And then maybe even take with the bishop. Yeah, I kind of like taking with the bishop. Okay, rook to b4. He's attacking my pawn on c4, which I don't want to give away just yet. What I kind of want to do is like bring my knight somewhere there. Do I want to play f5? What is the queen doing there? Is the queen on b6 bothering me in any way? I don't think so. Gonna play f5, knight to f4. I still have the option to play rook b1 and trade this rook, which I'll probably do right now. That way he doesn't take on a2. So I'm just gonna pre-move this. He doesn't take. I can probably play knight to f4. If he takes, I take. That creates some sort of attacking potential for me. Now my bishops are really good. My bishops are very strong. I like my bishops right now. And this one is going somewhere here. Yes, yes, yes. I just need to play safe and not hang a bunch of pieces like I've been doing on this stream. But I feel like this should be okay. Even though I'm down to 16 seconds, just gonna take. And there's gotta be some sort of mate coming up. I should not forget that my rook is hanging though. Gonna take. If he takes, I take. Take. Okay, and rook to e2. Push the pawn. He hangs the bishop, which is also nice. And he resigns. Okay. Actually, I'm sure there was probably a better way for me to win that position. Like, if we go somewhere like when it was already winning, kind of like want to skip all that. e4. Was e4 a good move? e4 is second line. So that's not bad. Okay, takes. That's all decent. Okay, also was interested if I should take with the bishop. Yeah, taking with the bishop is by far the first line. So that's the best move. And this was all pretty good. Was f5 a good move? Yeah, f5 is the first line. Rook to b2. Knight f4 was the best. Rook to b1 is not the worst either. Yeah, takes. I'm +2, so this is pretty good. Bishop h4, yeah, that's all good. Bishop e7. Well, yeah, I'm playing +5, but I want to see if there was mates. Oh, bishop h7 here. Bishop h7. I missed that. So what happens if he takes here? Then my queen rushes in, And what after king h8, f7, threatening mates everywhere. So yeah, that was winning. But I was down to 15 seconds and did not see that. And again, there was a mate here. Oh, I see. Rook to b2 and then queen to d8 was made. I mean, everything here is winning, so the way I see it is like if I'm down to 10 seconds and I see a guaranteed clear way to winning, like sure it might not be the quickest way of doing it, but like it's the guaranteed, and there's also an option to calculate some sort of more forced but maybe more complicated line. I would go for the easy win all day every day. So for example here for me, like I took here and forced the exchanges, takes. I'm up 2 exchanges and 2 pawns, well 1 pawn after knight to c4. So 2 exchanges, that's 4 points on the scale, and I'm also up. So what did I say? I'm up 2 exchanges, that's 4 points, and I'm also up another 1 pawn, so I'm up 5 points. That's like being up a rook. My f pawn is about to promote, so that was like an easy win. Just get on the e file, and then there's pretty much nothing stopping from playing f7, f8, promoting to a queen, and winning the game. So yeah, that was just like an easier way for me to approach that position. That was actually a decent game, 0 blunders, which is always good. It's always good, so let's play either 1 or 2 more. We'll see how I feel after this one game. Click play. Send the invite. Okay, I'm playing black against 1800 c4, c5. That's English. I sometimes play c4, e5. Sometimes I play the symmetrical line. Kind of like the symmetrical lines for Blitz. It's like an easy setup. Do I want to play e5? Why not? Let's play e5. I think that's not the best move. I think knight c6 is better. But I kind of like this like reversed, almost like Marred C-like positions when its pawns are in E and C squares controlling the center. Just always kind of like seemed like a natural way to put the pieces. I'm going to play queen c7. Probably my next move is bishop e6, maybe f5. Okay. Probably actually should have played queen to e7. That's probably a slightly better position for the queen, but that's okay too. So the queen is attacking my knight in some lines there. Okay, so now my question is, do I want to play f5? And I think I do want to play f5, and then my knight goes to d4. Unless there's something better, which I don't think there is. Knight goes to d5. Yeah, my rook is hanging temporarily, but so is his queen, so I'm going to play rook here, and then knight comes back to d5, which is a great square for the knight. I think this position is probably pretty close to equal. It'd be interesting to see what the computer thinks about it after the game. Okay. So a4, he's trying to push the a pawn. And is that something to be scared of? Not sure. a5. So what if I have an option? I can trade here, trade, play here, and then if we take my b pawn will be kind of like a weakness. But I might be able to push it forward. Or I can just take here. What if I just take there and then play a4? If I can keep that pawn, that might be okay. Might be okay. We'll see. So, I think my opponent just didn't, I mean, obviously, like, that wasn't like my first choice. I was calculating some exchanges on d5, and that was like, taking here was my second option, but I think it's actually a good move. So we'll see. Now I do want to keep this bishop, because after a4, my bishop will be protecting this. Do I want to play e4 or not? That's the question. That's a good question. That opens up my bishop. Okay. He played bishop a3. I think I'm just gonna play a4. And then I probably do want to play e4. e4 next. Okay, so now he's attacking my pawn there and threatening to trade. Probably won't be able to keep that pawn on e4. On a4. But I can push this one and threaten some sort of attack. I can take here and then take on e2 and then take on d3. I think that's not too bad. I can also fork, I think. If he takes on c5, I can probably take back. If he takes here, I take here, and I'm like up a piece or something. If he takes here, this is going to be one check. If he takes c takes b, there's going to be one check. Not very scary at all. Not at all. Not scared. I just want to trade here. He probably does not want to trade, but we're not asking him. My next move is probably d2. Well, if he takes here, that's fine as well. Fine by me. I'll play d2. Sure, why not? I think I'm just winning. Yeah. That's just easy, easy money. 8 seconds. Just gotta play fast. Well, yeah. Or he just resigns. That works as well. Let's see. One blunder. I wonder where was that. Let's see. So it was a symmetrical English. Here, yeah, like I said, I like playing e5, but that's not the best move. I probably should have just, yeah, like I said, knight c6 was best here. And then, I mean, yeah, that allows d4, but that's not bad. So let's see. I feel like the setup that I got was okay, but that's probably because my opponent kind of misplayed the position. So let's see. I wonder where my the one blunder that I had was. Bishop d7. That's all good. I mean, sometimes the eval that chess.com gives you is like not the most accurate. So it might be some, maybe. Actually, you know what? When I had the winning position, probably there was a faster way of winning, and I just played something that seemed logical and which chess.com marked as a blunder. So this is all decent. That's not too bad. a4, bishop c6. Okay, so yeah, here that was an interesting moment. My first thought was to capture on d5. So my first thought was this takes here. That was my calculation. Here I kind of stopped, thinking that I might equalize here, but this at the same time, like, this is a weakness, and white has two bishops. So yeah, I knew that this was like slightly worse, and then I don't know, I just didn't think about this move in the first like 10 seconds, and then I just realized I can probably just take on a5. Oh, push the wrong button. Let's go back. Yeah, so here I can just take on b5 and then push the pawn to a4. Now my bishop from c6 is protecting the pawn. So, and here after knight to c3, what did I do? I played e4, which computer does not like that much. It's not losing, but it's giving away the advantage. Computer really likes rook to b8, queen to d7. Queen d7 I can understand. Rook to b8 not so well. Yeah, rook to b8 not so much. Queen d7 just protects the pawn. Okay, well yeah, this, and then after e4, computer likes trading here. I would have taken with the pawn there, yeah. And that's like a dynamic but equal position. But knight to a4 is just a blunder by my opponent. I took knight to e2, and then I can... Oh, knight to c3 was even better. Actually, way better, winning another exchange. So this was probably the blunder that computer was talking about. Instead of going to a position with -4, I went to a position that was like close to equal, slightly better for white. I don't really understand why though. Oh, because bishop to d5, king there, and no, that doesn't work. Okay, let's see. Bishop d5, king here. So for some reason, computer is telling me that this is better for white. I mean, I guess it's like a very dynamic position, but I just think that this is such a good like pawn, but at the same time it's so far that I might not be able to control that. Okay, well, either way, let's go back to the game. Here's what happened. Yep, that did not happen in the game. Took here. He played rook to b5, again allowing me to fork him. And after this, it was just easy win. Curious. Yeah, d2, yeah, that was the best move. I do give up temporarily the rook, so my idea was if he takes here, I'm going to play rook to e1. Even for the moment, I'm down a piece. I'm down a full piece for one pawn, but there is no stopping this pawn from promoting. So if he goes here, I'm just going to show it to the one viewer that's on my stream right now. Thank you for being there. If you're listening, you can write something in the comment. That's my first stream ever, so let me know how the video and how the sound is. I'm just kind of like curious for some sort of feedback. But yeah, so this position I'm just gonna show you real quick. He takes, yeah, then I promote here. And then if he plays something like, I don't know, if he plays this, I can just promote right away. And if he plays something like this, then I take here, king goes to g2, and then I promote. And then he takes my queen, but I'm up a full rook, and that is going to be an easy win. So, let's play final game for today. And that will conclude the first Nightclub 64 stream. And if you have some feedback, I would really appreciate it. Both on the technical side, I'm not sure actually how good my upload speed is at the moment, if everything runs smoothly. I want to hear some of your... Actually, this game didn't work. My opponent abandoned the game. I'm gonna send one more challenge. But yeah, I want to hear some feedback. 2047, that's a strong opponent. So let's play a little bit quicker. But yeah, I want to hear some feedback on the technical side and on my side. If you liked my comments about the game, if it was any helpful or if it was just a waste of your time, please let me know as well. I just want to like see what people think, and if I did okay, if I should improve on something. I still haven't decided whether I want to keep doing this on a more consistent basis, so we'll see on that topic. But yeah, so let's get back to the game. I'm actually doing okay on time after streaming for an hour and 34 I've been streaming right now. Might be getting a tiny bit better at chatting and moving the pieces at the same time. I think my position is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Okay, so b5, he wants to push his pawn to b4. I'm going to temporarily stop him from doing that. So now he has the c4 square, which I can kind of protect by playing knight to e5 and at the same time improving the position of my knight. Do I want to trade or do I not want to trade? I probably should trade right there. Okay, so now this pawn is not the best Not the best, not the worst. So he's attacking this and this. I'm gonna play here just to protect everything for the moment. I might entertain the idea. No, this. No, actually, I might play knight to a4 just to bring my knight over to c5. And I hope that I'm not hanging any pieces here. I have 2 people on YouTube right now. Please let me know how the quality is. Again, this is my first time ever streaming, so I would really, really appreciate if you just write in the comments what you think about the stream, how the quality is, if the sound is going okay, if the video quality is going, if the video quality is good. If there's something I should improve on. Okay. I think I'm actually doing okay in this game. I might play h4. Maybe rook to c3 as well. Rook to c3, that's just kind of like a solid move. Might even play g4 or g4 g5, g4 h5. It's probably close to equal, but I think I like my position tiny bit better. I'm doing okay on time. And yeah, let's see if I do something terrible. Okay, so my opponent offers a trade of queens. I don't think so. Or should I? No, let's play e5 and then maybe again get back to my idea of like doing something like this. Okay, so he attacks my pawns here. Is it time for an attack? Well, there's no way I can protect those pawns. So that probably means it is time for an attack. Yeah, I wonder what I did wrong there. Queen to b8, e5 was probably wrong. e5, and then the rook went to b7, attacked my pawn on b2. I think it's still playable. Maybe it's just... The thing is, if I play rook f3, this pawn, even if he like gives me this bishop, I think I'm still losing there. So I might need to give up on my attack idea and just go into like full defense mode. Bishop to d3 is a good move on his end, forcing me to play something like rook to c1. Ay. Down on the clock. I'm down on the material. Let's see if I can just pull this out. but I feel like I don't have very many chances. Not very many. Hope is for some sort of counterplay there. That's like literally my only hope in this position. I'm down 2 pawns, down on the clock. So I need to, my only hope is to create counterplay. If you're down on the clock, you need counterplay, and I think I might have did something. There. There. Ага. Ага. Ку-ку. Приехали. Alright. Well, that was my last game for today. Let's quickly go over this. I feel like there was a very important moment. Like, I'm gonna quickly go through the beginning. This is all okay. It's fine. That's all fine. This is all okay. It's minus. Computer is telling me it's minus 0.4, which is like nothing. 0.1 now. Yeah, it's like pretty much equal position. This was all not bad. Okay, so this is when I felt like it started to slowly shift into being better for my opponent, just because the only reason why right now the computer is telling me it's minus 0.3 is because of this pawn. So this is a strong one, attacking this square. This pawn is behind, and all of black's play will be based on attacking the b2 pawn. So you'll see in a couple of moves that's pretty much what happened. I think I had a decent attack going on the king side, and black pretty much all they did was doubled on the b file, took my pawn, and then as soon as you take this pawn, then this pawn has a clear way to promote. So he attacked my pawn here, rook to g2, that's decent. Knight to a4, knight to c5, that's okay as well. Okay, knight to d7, computer does not like, but what is he? Oh, bishop to d5. Did you see that coming? I did not. Had 2 minutes on the clock and I did not see that. Was the first line by the computer. So the reason is if you take here, then we take the bishop back, and this is like still dynamic equality. But at the same time, we're applying some pressure on this pawn, so this might be a good, slightly better, I would say, position for white. But well, what can you do? I did not see that, so I took here. Let's see. Computer thinks it's okay. Let's see. It's third line according to the computer. So I took there, took back. e4. e4 is okay. And here computer really so computer thinks that e takes d5, e takes d5. Oh, I see. So I did not see that actually during the game, but I see it now. Bishop h3, that forces black to play f5. I get the open e file. So yeah, this is probably still close to equality, but that definitely shifted. That could have shifted the game towards the white side. I did not see that. I played h4, which was okay-ish. Again, did not see e takes d, bishop h3, f5, and then I can get on the e file, so that is good. Rook to c3, it's okay. And this was the this is the important decision here that I took a wrong decision here. So computer thinks that it's okay for us to trade. Sorry. So yeah, computer thinks e takes d5, queen takes, e takes d, bishop h3, f5. So what is this? The material is equal. We both have pretty terrible pawn structure, like this. This is just bad. But white has a slight advantage, just probably because, well, actually computer likes h5, and then I can get this pawn. But a more natural way of playing, I would say, is by playing something like maybe rook e2. That's probably what I would have played. Computer does not like that. What about rook e3? I know, just for me, it feels natural to get on the open file. But yeah, this is like some dynamic equality again. So, and then, so again, this was the important position. I thought that e5 might be good, so my logic here was that I'm going to be playing for the attack, and I want to not trade the queens because obviously that will allow me to have more attacking chances. What I completely missed here, though, is after e5, rook to b7, and then this pawn is hanging, and there is zero chance to protect it. So after this, yeah, it's minus 2.4, minus 2.4. Minus 2.4. Minus 2.4 for white. Let's see again what happened. I feel like I played okay. Well, I ended up winning the game, but just doesn't mean that was a great play. I'm gonna kind of quickly skip through all of this. This was pointless. Like, it's pointless to go over this. The only interesting position was at the end. So trade, that's all okay. I think my opponent's like misplayed this position a little bit. So again, at this moment, I remember sitting here with 11 seconds on the clock, telling my 2 viewers at a time or something like that how if I'm down to 8 seconds, my only hope is going to be on the H file. And I was saying that every time you're low on the clock, you want to be attacking, you want to have active pieces, you want to put a little bit of pressure on your opponent. And over here, obviously, my position is losing. So pretty much my only hope here is to play some sort of attack. And my only attack is possible on the H file, just because the king could be potentially kind of weak there. So g6, oh yeah, g6 was just a terrible move here. It went from minus 3.8 to plus 1.4. And the reason for that is because after rook to h1, my first threat is queen h4, and then queen h8 mate. And there are not many ways to stop it. So, like, I mean, a more natural way seems like because there's no escape for the king. Like, as soon as the king goes to f8, then there are going to be checks, and then I'm going to be coming from there. But what if I was trying to play queen to d8, and then does the same thing, just win here. What if I try to run away? Queen h8. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna take on f7 here probably. What about this? Queen e7. If queen to e7, I'm just gonna take on g6. Threatening this. My g pawn is going. Yeah, this is simply winning. And then what happened in the game was my opponent played queen to f8, and now I changed my plan a little bit. Instead of playing queen to h4. So the reason why my opponent played this is, let's say for whatever reason I continue with my plan and play queen to h4. This removes all of my winning position because queen to g7. Now the king and the queen are working together. And there are no attacking chances for me. All of the attacking chances are gone. My opponent is still up 2 pawns and probably close to winning. But instead of playing queen to h4 here, the winning move is queen to f6. And the reason why it's over is you might say that if he plays queen to g7, that's the same idea, the king and the queen working together, blah blah blah, but there's a tactic here, and the tactic is rook h8. So what happens here is if he takes, I take here, can take here, can take here, or maybe take on the, well, it doesn't really matter. At this point, I'm just can take here with checks, take everywhere here with checks, take this one, play g6. Dunzo. Probably some sort of mates coming up very, very soon. Well, either way, my opponent resigned after this move. So let's see. I'm up to 1990 on my rating. Let's see how many games. I think the first 2 I just played to kind of get some sort of rating before streaming. Yeah, that was yesterday. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games today. I started by doing 2 wins, and I lost 3 in a row. And then we concluded the stream by winning 4 games in a row. So, well, actually, no, this one was abandoned. So, +2 in the beginning, -3 later, and then +3. So, +2 overall. Not a bad day. Got a couple of interesting tactics, couple of decent positions. Again, thank you for those who joined me. This was my name is Simon. This was the first time streaming for me, so I hope it went okay. If you like it, leave some comment. If you didn't like it, leave some constructive criticism as well. That's always appreciated. I want to know how the quality of everything was, how the quality of the video was, how the quality of the audio was, how the quality of my talking and speech was, how just pretty much any feedback is appreciated. It's my first time doing it. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue streaming or not. I might do it occasionally. I might do it more consistently. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, thank you for joining me. Follow me on Instagram. It's night.club64. I post tactical puzzles and other some recaps, some sort of instructional positions. I would say it's good um, instructional content for maybe players up to like, I would say up to 2000 rating, maybe up to 1800. You can definitely get just to practice some positions. So that's my Instagram. Follow me there. It's nightclub64. Follow me on Twitch, on YouTube. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining today, and good night, good day for whatever time of the day it is for you.